to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles and Rosenberg.
Before I jump into the story, just a quick shout out to a friend of the show, Joey Chestnut. He broke his own record at the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Guzzling wieners.
Oh my God. They held it this year with no crowd, but he definitely he beat his own record.
My guess is.
What is your guess, Rosenberg? Let's go to ESPN's own
Okay,
Rosenberg
yeah.
for our sport food competition update.
Guess how many hot dogs he ate in 10 minutes?
Well, I think I know. 75?
Yes.
So my guess is that because they did it inside with no crowd and they had everyone was partitioned off, I think maybe the heat wasn't as big a factor because it looked like he was inside, right? I'm pretty sure it was inside.
Yeah. And
so
he was in an air-conditioned room. You think that
Yes. Helped? I think, you guys don't think that air conditioning instead of sweat pouring down? I think that could be the difference. And Joey did it again. Champion.
He ate 74. This is his 13th title total.
That's what he does, man. He shoves wieners in his mouth.
Yes.
75 hot dogs to the face.
Bow.
That's
we
crazy.
have our own champ. DJ John is the wiener eating champion.
That is true, John.
I am.
He's the Hot 97 wiener guzzler champ.
How many wieners did you guzzle that time, John?
5.5.
Five and a half. Perfectly average.
All right, guys. So over the weekend, Kanye West made an announcement out of nowhere on Saturday. He went on Twitter to say, "We must now realize the promise of America by trusting God.
Trusting God.
Unifying our vision and building our future. I'm running for president of the United States. Hashtag 2020 vision." And then Elon Musk replies quickly, "You have my full support." Kim Kardashian retweets with the American flag. They're ready.
Yo, he probably asked Musk the other day, no joke, to be his VP.
Oh, yeah, when they met. Then they had a photo post together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, I would just want to say, is there anybody out there that's voting for this? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Because I don't believe mature, experienced voters is. You guys know this is album promo, right?
But
you guys know this is follow through on when he said he was running for president in 2020 the last time. This is even less official. At least last time they had a poster or something. This was just a tweet.
My concern, though, is not the experienced, mature voters. It's the new voters who we need.
Not what I'm worried about those 19-year-olds.
Well, they were probably.
20-year-olds.
I feel like some of them idiots was going to vote for Trump because he does funny stand-up. And he's a troll.
That's possible, too.
They like Tekashi 6ix9ine and Trump. It's all the same to them.
It's a great point.
So April Ryan tweeted, "Look, former VP Joe Biden is a presumptive Democratic nominee for president. Trump is presumptive Republican nominee for president. But Kanye West hasn't even completed the required FEC filing to actually be a presidential candidate and is only running for news headlines."
And it was super quiet last week when he dropped that single.
Super duper cool. I was wondering about that. I thought more people are talking about this announcement than that song that came out.
Well, I think that Kanye's jumped the shark in many ways as an artist. You hate to see it when your antics become more louder than your art. You know, he sells clothes now.
Right.
He's on Gap.
This is definitely album promo. He has an album dropping anytime soon. So
He announced the album, didn't he? Didn't he announce Drake? He tweeted it. He announced an album. He dropped a single. He dropped a video. Does anybody believe in these shenanigans?
I'm just curious. Yeah, is anybody still on board at all? Like, are there still people who are like, yo, Kanye? Like, that name still rings bells for them?
there's people who still love him.
Laura's in the hype beast world. So, Laura,
Yes,
let's go to our hype beat desk. Hype beast
Listen,
desk.
guys, we're older. We see through the BS. We don't care. We actually care about what's going to happen to the future. Okay? But there's people who live in this bubble who, yes, they still love him. They believe in him. They follow him. They don't care. There were so many young people who all of a sudden became Trump supporters because he was wearing that red hat.
Yeah, they
The reality of it.
They follow a guy who proudly talks about how he doesn't read books.
We have this. You have to understand, like, fan culture is bigger than ever. It's bigger than ever, and that's something we can't deny.
Hey, speaking of fan culture, how about the good news in my fan culture world where the Washington football team's officially going to have to change their name? Did you ever think you'd see it?
Because listen, I just saw. Okay, and this is from the source. Hold on.
Oh, that's where I go to for my sports.
I know. That's why I said I had to give you the, the disclaimer. It says 3 minority owners to sell 40% in stake of the Washington NFL team. They don't even say the name.
Correct. That is correct. So the 3 minority owners are out, or they want to be out, and one of them is the CEO of FedEx, who supposedly Dan Snyder admires a great deal and is going to be pretty upset that he's out. But so now those owners all want to sell their 40% of the team. And meanwhile, the pressure has gotten so big from PepsiCo, Bank of America, Nike, FedEx. The word is, according to those in the know, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when and what is the new name and logo.
So it's going to happen.
It is going to happen. And, listen, there are different ways of thinking about it. My brother is, of course, of the mindset of, I'm not impressed, I'm not happy, it's whatever. And I hear that. To me, it's not about being impressed. Dan Snyder's a bad guy. We already knew that. I just like that he's being forced to do something he doesn't want to do. And those of us who have supported this team long before Dan Snyder can say, screw that. We can at least now not be mortified of the team logo and name.
I mean, were people really mortified?
Some were. Now more
I mean,
are.
they were still wearing jackets and tees.
True, some were, but there were a lot of people who loved them in spite of
You got rid
that.
of or stopped wearing. I don't know if you got rid of it. The Redskins. You would wear the R logo.
Yeah, much more than anything else. Listen. I looked it up. The first time that I could find that on the show, I came out and said they had to change it was 2013. I know I said it before that too. So I'm talking about at least a decade, and it's been going on much longer than that people have felt this way. So
yeah, since 1972.
So when you think about it,
that was the first time somebody came. Native
72.
Americans, 1972. Look it up.
That's almost 50 years. So while it doesn't,
and they were the last football team to put a black player on the team, right?
Yeah, they integrated 15 years after Jackie Robinson. 15 years after Jackie Robinson.
So that's why I feel your brother, because it's like, all right, cool, welcome to the party. All right, moving on. You're not gonna get celebrated for this.
No, and I don't think they should get celebrated. I think it's more a celebration of the idea that people can come together and force even the worst of people's hand, because that's what happened here.
But money's happening. That's what's happening.
But because people came together.
Right. But, let's be specific. It wasn't regular people. It was 86 different financial corporations worth $600 billion.
But why did those people do that?
Because they got pressure from inside their places.
And where did that pressure? But I'm saying it's all coming from this.
It all starts, yes,
with
absolutely.
the people. And
it was
yes,
it was more sophisticated this time.
Right. Well, people finally figured out we can't just keep talking about this over and over again because Snyder's so stubborn he'll never do anything. He doesn't care. That's right. And now the money's happening. So, listen, it's not worthy of a celebration of the team, that's for sure. But I think it is I think it's a big deal. We talk about all these things that need to come down. I would argue that a lot of statues that frankly just sit there and no one even really cares about day to day. This is a mainstream team in professional American sports. This to me is meaningful in terms of what it represents. And now the Cleveland Indians are up next.
Oh, they're next. That logo?
Well, the logo's gone. But people are on the team. They're changed. People now are saying the team name has to go. Their manager yesterday said
that
it's time to
crazy
move on.
caricature is officially donezo?
Yeah, they got rid of him.
A few years now.
Mm-hmm.